Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sunlit Valley. There's my butt. All right, so what have I worked on? I have increased our fishery. So we now have many fish in here. And that's doing well. Let me think. Anything else of note? I have to remember what was last time. I did make... Okay, so I did finish this. I got a prize ticket. I'll show you that in a second. And then I did finish off this stuff. All I did was buy a fishing hook and then bought the artisan, and that's this guy here, fish smoker. It just takes fish and smokes them. And then it makes one fish, instead of being 16 coins, be 64 coins, so it's not a bad little thing. Let me see if I can figure out where I put that. Oh, all of these I wanted to show you. So every once in a while there'll be a balloon. And what are the odds that we can see one? A balloon in the air. And this is, I'm pretty sure, an Animal Crossing reference. Maybe it's in Stardew Valley, but I know it from Animal Crossing. And if you can shoot down the balloon, it'll drop a chest. That's where we originally got this one. I'm actually going to toss that in there because I don't need it right now. So, just kind of showing you. Here's one. Pearls, logs, you know. We've got ones with food and spirit orbs. We've got ones that have fire quartz. This would have been cool to find. This is a neat one. This one has some books in it. And this one has like a chair. So, you know, and a mushroom bed. Weird stuff, right? All right. Once again, trying to figure... I had something that I wanted to show you guys. And maybe I put it... Hold on. Yeah, it's in here. All right. So we got a prize ticket, finally, from this thing. This guy out here, if you remember. This is the only thing that's currently going on. This kind of wine plus blueberries gives us a book. That changes quite often. So I'm going to go ahead, and we got this prize machine as one of the rewards. So I think we're going to stick it right here. We take our ticket, we put it in, and we just got 8 torch flower seeds. Interesting. Okay. I don't quite know what torch flowers do, but there we go. Okay. I think there was some stuff in here I wanted to look at. I found a lockbox. There's some furniture, so we're going to do some of this stuff. Is there anything else? No. The furniture, we got ourselves a lamp. And in the lockbox, we got a pearl. All right, that's cool. Stick the pearl over here, and we'll stick the lamp. There. There we go, we got a lamp. Alrighty. So let's do this real quick. So anyways, yeah, I finished off that fishing part up top. That was the last bit that needed to be done in here. So we finished chapter 2. So now we're thoroughly into chapter 3. And here we go. Something I don't feel like doing, but we'll see how this goes. All right, we got our sword. We got some armor. All right, here we go. And we go down. There's just a sketchy looking goose right there. And we now have where our nether portal is. I made this in between episodes. I have not gone in. This is the beginning of this chapter. So if we look here, apparently we were supposed to wait to get fire quartz here. Oops. My bad. But here we go. Alright, we're in. Okay, this isn't horrible. Let's go ahead, and that portal is so loud. Holy Jeebus. Alright. We're going to head down here. We can get some gold. We can get some nether quartz. Let's see. That gives us potion fire resistance. And it wants us to get fire quartz. Now, what did that say? It said, more advanced farming equipment can be found scattered around the nether and glows brightly. Okay. Let's just be ready. Let's just be ready. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Let's search this side where there isn't imminent death. Okay. I'm assuming it's just going to be laying on the ground like it is in other. I like that our thing's on top of a little hill here. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's fire quartz in its rawest form. There we go. We got fire quartz, which we've had for a while, but that unlocks things. Okay, okay. What's this? That is bismuth, nether quartz. I don't know. We got silt. Okay. More bismuth. I'm really not worrying about a lot of that stuff now. What is this? Smooth basalt. Okay. And we got soul sand and everything here. Alright, that guy's a jerk. Oh, we got weird little slimes. Okay, let's head out. Alright. I was in there more than long enough. And hey, look at that. Our portal actually brings us back to our own portal. Okay, let's move this stuff. Alright, so we got fire quartz, but we had kind of unknowingly jumped ahead, and that's my bad. Alright, but let's see what new things this unlocked. And I think it might have something to do with this building, hopefully. Let's see. So we now have a mincer. A mincer is a cooking implement for preparing or for prepping ingredients, but has a secondary use. Chunk rhodite? I don't know. Any geode mineral can be ground up with the amount of whatever that stuff is, increasing with the value of the material. Okay, so how do we make this? All right, we're gonna do that. Gonna add it to our list. Let's go make a mincer. All right, so we're gonna need a bunch of iron. I need to cook some more, mine for some more. And then we're gonna need, yeah, and then just I love how everything. This is such like a modern game, and I say that because we need money. Money is involved in everything we make. All right, there's that. Okay, and we're gonna stick this in the kitchen, right here. Okay. Now it said about a geode. All right, so we did that. And it gives us this stuff. Oh, to a fueled chunk loader. Interesting. All right. But before that, I want to see this stuff. This is really what I'm looking for. So gold sprinklers are a direct upgrade from the iron tier, giving large... Okay. Oh, we've already made gold ones. Okay, well, this is a little game I like to call... Damn, that Modi's impatient. This is where I make stuff considerably earlier than I should. Does that count? There we go. All right, good. So we made that. All right, now we have a dehydrator. Dehydrator can be used to dry fruits or vegetables in one day. Fast, but not as profitable as other means. The first one will need to be bought from the farmer, but more can be crafted using resin. So, okay, that's not too bad, but the first one has to be bought from the farmer. So let's go to the farmer real quick. And while we're here, let's look at this one too, a fermenting barrel. Wine can be made using fermentation barrels. This is a lengthy process, but quite profitable. Wines also have special effects that can improve over time as the wine exists in the world. To start, use a grapevine pot to make juice. You can hold W while hovering to see how. Seeds can be planted on grass or grapevine stems. Okay. All right, so we're going to want to make a fermenting barrel. Can we buy this from somebody? No. All right. That's what I wanted to see. So let's first and foremost go to the farmer, and we're going to look for how much a dehydrator is. It's 5 coins. All right, so let's 5 of these coins. All right, there we go. All right. Nope, that's a fisherman. Here we go. All right, let's see. There's that. Okay, so now we have a dehydrator. And we'll stick this guy here. Okay. Those chests over there I'm going to empty out. And let's go ahead and grab some bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. All right, there we go. I'm actually going to stick this in here. All right, we're dehydrating. Cool. All right, and now that gives us some raisins. Wait, are those raisin seeds? No, they're just raisins. How do you make these? Recipe. Oh, grapes. And a dehydrator makes raisins. Well, hot damn if that's not smart. All right, and then a ferment. Okay, so the grapevine pot, I'm going to show you guys something. Let me show you. Don't get mad. I already made these and used them, but it was in preparation. So this is a grapevine pot. I'm going to show you how this works once I get some grapes. Okay. I think we need about 6. So we're going to head over here. And I forgot about the lattice. That might actually be kind of cool to set up. So, all right. So we're going to come over here. We're just going to grab... we'll grab some of these off the wall. Oh, they're all silver star. Nice. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I could record like 5-hour videos of the series. I like it so much it made me drink water. Okay, so the way these work is real simple. You need to get an empty wine bottle. And I'll grab a few of them. All right, so these, if we hit R over them, you can make it with 2 bottles, or you can buy it for 2 copper coins for 8 bottles. So all you do is you put in the grapes, and then you stomp on them 3 times until there's no more grapes left. Okay, then you grab your bottles, and you now have 6 red jungle grape juice. These are all the ones I already made because I didn't want you guys to have to watch that all the time. So let's go ahead and pick one of these up. Give it a second to register, and there we go. But we are going to go make some of these barrels. And that and that. Okay, so we need pine tar, fire quartz, barrels, and super expensive things. I think I'm going to make, for now, maybe 2 of these. Okay. 2 of the barrels. Maybe more later. All right. Oh, no, that has to go in like that. And then fire. We've been making these. And then barrels. Do I have any barrels made? No. Okay, so we'll grab this, and we'll grab that, and we'll go make 2 barrels. Okay, 1 and 2, and then and perfect. All right, and now 1 and 2, perfect. All right, let's go put this wood away. All right, so that takes care of that. Gives what do I not have? I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look and see. All right. Oh, let's go put these in here, and I think we're just gonna set them right there. Okay. And you can see it's kind of a process, so I don't know if I'm going to worry about that right now. Now I got to go see what grapes I don't have. Do I have? How many is there? I think is there 8? Because if there's 8, I don't know if I have them all. All right, so we have, these are white grapes. And then red grapes, that's pretty simple. And then these are white savanna. And then red savanna. And then white jungle. And I'm assuming red jungle. Okay, now that we know that, let's go in here and see taiga. All right, I guess we're getting red taiga, that and that. And I don't quite know how this one works. Let's see. We'll put that down. We'll do that. All right. Well, now I know what other one I have, the one I don't have, and that is a very good off-camera work thing here. So, all right, so we got that done. Let's go ahead. We're going to come up here and kind of clean out our inventory because we got chores, people. It doesn't matter what we got going on. We got chores. All right, stuff that doesn't necessarily have a place yet. Let's go stick all these grapes out here in our moonshine hut. All right, there's that. Okay, so let's go do, here's our chores. A lot of time I'll check the board. There's generally not anything that blows me away, so I'll leave that be. Come down here. We got to get this out and that out. I don't know why I'm hoarding the good stuff. Well, mostly because it's not that great. We come down here. We take these 3 guys out. We put that back in. That way we can get 3 more. So for every 1 fish, we get 3. And we'll stick those in there. All right. So that we're done down there. Then we come over here. And we're going to eat some baked potatoes. And see, oh, look at that. This is a nice thing. All of them are ready to go. All right. All of this can go in there. All right, we're done down here. Then we head upstairs. And, all right, so first canvases. Okay, Thunder Jeebus. We are making large mayonnaise now. We're not messing with that baby mayonnaise anymore. We take this and go like that in there. These, wow, everything is ready to go. You guys are catching it all. All right. This is what I do off camera and then try and do stuff in between. There's our dried fish. There's another one. That's cooking. And there is our first dried banana. And there we go. All right, there is the chores in there. Off to the fishery. All right, so I just go through and collect whatever goodies we can here. Mostly it's roe, but every once in a while we get a little something else. As you can see, all of this stuff we just got. Now, these need stuff. This needs a ribwort tea. This needs chest plate. This needs nettle tea. This needs a pickle. This needs an eye of ender. This needs whatever the hell that is. And this one needs whatever that is. Okay. I think you guys have seen me do the animals quite a bit, but we're just going to come in. Right now, I'm just going to do the petting. And, of course, gather the eggs and these heart of diamonds. All right. Could use... Where did he go? Could use something to eat. There's a whole trough absolutely full of food. Why are the birds so loud? Look at all that food. All right. And then the pigs. Now, I guess there's a way to auto do this, like some we're going to make, but I'm trying not to jump ahead of the book. Oh my God, Thunder, shut up. All right, and boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, so now, once again, we're just going to put things away. All the small eggs, which is not a blink song, goes in here. And I have so many of these. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. And then there's that and that. It is summertime, so the crops that are growing right now are the crops that normally grow. As weird as it sounds, I'm going to let these go because I don't want to spend all that time doing that. And I can get them after the recording. All right, that's our daily chores. Now let's head back up here and see what we got. So now this unlocks this. By now, your farm should have enough tools in order to make a steady income. Your next step should be unlocking the Skull Cavern. Complete the vault. Click me. All right, well, I already did that, so we go back. The reward on your own will make up for the cost. Oh, so you're just going to make me, you're just literally paying to play. Why is it so loud? All right, there's that, and there's this. Okay. All right, so what do we got? We got, if you haven't been paying attention to your skills, you'll find that some of them directly map to certain enchantment. The enchantment table will allow you to unlock the final level of enchantment for things like fortune or looting alongside enchantments that aren't included in the skill tree. Okay, yeah, but just do that. What is this guy? There are 3 advanced tiers of coins. The first 2 can be crafted up or down from the previous prismatic coins. Well, we haven't done that yet. So why are you telling me this? Skull Caverns. All right. This is where we've gotten ahead of ourselves a little bit. So, there we go. All right. And that gives me an escape rope. All right. So, here's the issue. I don't know what it is, but the Skull Caverns. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Hold on. Jesus Christ, thunder. That was at weather. There, Jesus. Okay. Sorry, that is so loud. I might try it again in the stream, but yeah, whenever I go into the Skull Caverns, my IRL brain gets all squishy. So, yeah. So, all right, here's going to be the last thing we're going to see what we can do. We're going to go ahead and pop here. Oh, that's the pantry. So let's see if we can get this. We need 32 cauliflower, which we definitely have. So now there's that. Submit, collect. What did we get? This is weak fertilizer. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right. Can we do this last one? They have to be gold or higher. Not there. All right. What are the other options? Bell peppers. I think we are going to have just enough for this. Okay, so there's 2. All right, and the last one, so it's either cauliflower or eggplant. And the eggplants, oh, no, we only have silver. All right, I will keep chugging along. Next episode, I think we're going to be able to make our little greenhouse and whatnot. So yeah, I got to kind of decide. I'm trying to figure out here. I might buy, I think this is the small one of these. I'm thinking about buying the large one. I just don't know where the hell to put it. I could chop down these trees and maybe level off this land. This might be an in-stream thing. But I'm thinking I kind of want to make one building. I could put it out here too. I kind of want to make a building that has all of that. Why was there an explosion? All of that stuff. Why was there an explosion? And all of this stuff, or at least some of it, in a building where I can do it on a much higher scale. I want, 15 of these going. I want multiples of this stuff going. I want multiples of these going. You know, just so I can really kind of start pumping the money up on that. So, all right, guys. Well, there we go. Yeah, we were kind of all over the place. Unfortunately, with this pack, I get so excited that about the 30 different things I want to do when we get into a video. I remember 5 and I mess up 2. So, all right, guys. Well, there we go. We are at the end. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. All of that stuff is super helpful. And if you guys want to come play on here, hang out, you guys can come visit my island, build yours close, show me what amazing things you guys can get up to. You can do that by becoming a Patreon. Go check out the Patreon link down below. Get access to the server. Plus many others, our Discord, our streams, all that fun stuff. You can come hang out. And if you guys want to... my brain stopped. Oh, if you guys want to come watch me do off-camera work on this, I do this every Tuesday at noon Pacific time at twitch.tv/Modi101. Come join for all that fun. Is that lightning hitting stuff? I have a thing. Oh, I had a thing. No, yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Ooh, did he get hit? Is that why he's all juicy? Good for him. Anyways, yeah, go watch the streams. Twitch.tv/Modi101. Noon Pacific. Last but not least, if you guys want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!